Xaden Riorson isn't just the rebel's son, he's the living heir to a frontier power structure the Empire tried to execute but never actually dismantled. The Riorson family doesn't hold council seats or generals' ranks. They hold something older and far harder to kill: territorial rule, generational dragon bonds, and the loyalty of a region that never truly bent the knee. We're breaking down how the Riorsons transformed from regional rulers into revolutionary leaders, why their power survived Fen Riorson's execution, and what makes them the Empire's most dangerous internal threat. Ryerson influence rests on three interlocking pillars. First, direct military command of Tyrrendor, the frontier region they governed long before Basgiath's crown reorganized the kingdom. This isn't symbolic authority. It's genuine territorial control over land, resources, defensive infrastructure, and a population that views the Riorsons as legitimate rulers, not imperial appointees. Second, their bloodline bond with Sgaeyl, a silver dragon who has chosen Riorson riders across multiple generations. Intergenerational bonding is vanishingly rare and strategically lethal. It means the family's military power isn't tied to institutional favor, but to dragon loyalty that predates and outlasts any crown. Third, dynastic political alliances forged through marriage and blood ties, like Xaden's arranged betrothal before the rebellion escalated. These three elements don't just add up, they multiply, creating a decentralized power base that operates parallel to the Empire's formal hierarchy. Fen Riorson took that inherited regional authority and weaponized it. The Tyrish rebellion wasn't spontaneous. It was a frontier resistance movement led by a man who commanded not just soldiers, but an entire region's infrastructure, economy, and identity. Fen wasn't trying to crown himself king. He was defending Tyrrendor's autonomy against the Empire's centralizing push. What makes this rebellion politically fascinating is that it wasn't fringe or isolated. Lilith Sorrengail, one of the Empire's commanding generals, held direct knowledge of and personal ties to Fen. That relationship hints at fractured loyalties within the Empire's own military leadership, where even senior commanders disagreed on frontier governance. Fen's death didn't end the rebellion. It transferred it. Xaden inherited not a crown, but an active insurgent network, turning the Riorsons from open revolutionaries into permanent shadow power embedded within imperial politics. Now the dragon. Sgaeyl isn't just any bonded companion. She's a silver dragon, one of the rarest and most elite in the hierarchy, and she's bonded to multiple Riorsons across generations. Xaden's grandfather rode her before Xaden did. That continuity is either a mark of extraordinary family power or a sign of something darker woven into the bloodline itself. Either way, it elevates the Riorsons far beyond typical dragon rider status. A single dragon can shift entire battles. A family with generational access to a silver dragon commands military capabilities that no bureaucratic appointment can replicate. Sgaeyl's loyalty isn't granted by the crown, it predates it. That makes Riorson power fundamentally magical and martial in ways that bypass the Empire's institutional control entirely. The real genius of Riorson political power is how it exploits the Empire's own structural contradictions. Basgiath insists on centralized control, but depends on dragon riders, who may owe more loyalty to their bloodlines and regions than to the crown. The Empire maintains frontier territories, like Tyrrendor, with distinct histories and populations, but expects them to submit to distant administrative rule. The Riorsons exist at that fracture point. They're integrated into imperial institutions. Xaden trains at Basgiath after all, but they also lead an active rebellion. This dual positioning gives them leverage no court politician could ever match. Institutional knowledge from the inside, revolutionary legitimacy on the outside, and the geographic advantage of a frontier region the Empire can't fully occupy or suppress. Tyrrendor itself is the family's greatest asset. It's geographically distant, defensible, economically self-sufficient, and culturally distinct. The population there doesn't see the Riorsons as traitors. They see them as protectors of regional identity against imperial overreach. That kind of legitimacy can't be granted by a crown and can't be revoked by execution. When Fen died, the Empire thought it had beheaded the rebellion. Instead, it just made Xaden the inheritor of an underground network with roots too deep to dig out. The Riorson family represents an alternative power center. The Empire can neither fully destroy nor fully absorb. Their strength isn't located in a single throne room or military rank. It's dispersed across territory, bloodline, dragon bonds, and insurgent networks. As long as Tyrrendor retains its identity and Sgaeyl chooses Riorson riders, the family will remain a structural threat to centralized imperial rule. Violet's entanglement with Xaden isn't just a romance. It's a collision between two incompatible political systems. And understanding the Riorson's power is the key to understanding why that relationship rewrites the rules of the entire world. If this changed how you read the Writer's Quadrant, subscribe for more deep dives into dragons, bonds, and the brutal politics of war colleges across fantasy.